Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca for those of you who are brand new. So I'm going to start off your reading with a white light oracle card. These cards can have rather long messages, so if you don't want to listen to me read for a few, please just fast forward to the regular reading. I hope everyone is staying safe, staying well. You're all in my prayers, sending you all love, light, healing, and support in this time. So, what is the message from the white light for my amazing, wonderful Geminis? What is the message? So many near and dear to me Geminis. Beautiful. Number 43, which breaks down to a 7, we have Karma of Cthulhu. Put that right there so you can see it. It's about rising from the ashes. Your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. So commit to what truly ignites your heart and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects you to your heart. Follow your genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail, you shall arise. Cthulhu is a Sanskrit word that translates as that which excites wonder. Even if it doesn't seem like it will lead us anywhere practical, following our bliss can allow for something beautiful and deeply fulfilling to unfold. We often pursue what is sensible and secure, yet what could be more appropriate or divinely and delightfully inappropriate than pursuing a path so intoxicating, so fascinating, so utterly mesmerizing to the spirit that no matter what challenges arise, you feel so much love and commitment and passion you shall not turn away. That is the stuff of potential greatness. We might call it being led by our hearts. Cthulhu is permission to do just that. The shadow side or unconscious pursuit of Cthulhu is seen when we chase our bliss in such a way that nothing genuine ever gets a chance to mature. We might be lured by greener grass and chase after every new possibility like a butterfly flitting from place to place. This doesn't involve the heart, but rather the restless mind, which acts from fear and avoidance rather than using passionate devotion as its foundation. The commitment that emerges out of true Cthulhu is not about clipping one's wings, but about growing them and learning how to fly skillfully. Without commitment, one takes a leap, tries to fly, fails, and rather than going through the process again and again until there is understanding that leads to mastery, one tries to ride a bike or surf, dance, teach, heal, or innumerable other things, never giving any a chance to settle and evolve. There is inherent wisdom in Cthulhu. Let yourself be truly excited and inspired. Allow yourself to stumble, to not know, to become the holy mess that precedes the sacred birth. When your attraction is deep and soulful, you will have the capacity to stay the course, even through difficulties. Don't allow the ego to tell you that the struggle must be a sign a path isn't right for you, and thus drag you away in search of a substitute paradise. The oracle of Karma of Cthulhu can relate to those times when you are just discovering the path, feeling inexplicably fascinated by something, and are encouraged to explore just what the true nature of that fascination could be. Then the karma of wonder is guiding us to fulfill the deepest longings of our soul and attain spiritual freedom in the process. We often think of karma as negative, but positive karma is our connection to guiding grace, the soul's delight that empowers us to live with joy and rapture. We can cultivate positive karma in the way we live our life, from the heart, with forgiveness, a sense of worth and gentleness in our hearts. This oracle guides you towards spiritual empowerment, your ability, even today, to create something positive, gracious, loving. What ways of being and which practices would enhance your ability to be a generator of positive karma this lifetime? Small steps can lead to great accomplishments when we stick to a path. Be patient in your passion, and you shall go far. This oracle encourages you to recognize that in its own inimitable way, spirit is practical. It just tends to go via the deliriously rapturous, astonishing, and deeply healing route. Trust what you love and let your heart lead you. You and your life shall become luminous, sanctified in the grace of alchemical transformation. An unexpected and a miraculous rising is at hand. Nice. Something ignited. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your reading, shall we? What is the recent past for my Geminis? The Seven of Swords. The look on this person's face just made me think, oh, why? Anyway. What is the present situation? The Hermit. I'm looking for that passion now, aren't you? What is the blockage? The High Priestess. Hearing your inner wisdom. What is the message from Spirit? What is the guidance? The Ace of Swords. What is the potential outcome? The Nine of Swords. Well, that's unfriendly. The bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So in this deck, I don't know if you can see it, but the Knight is actually slaying a dragon, or attempting to. So this could be some sort of verbal, almost contract is the word that came to mind, that you are thinking about taking on. This is an offer. This is something that has come in. So in the recent past, we have the Seven of Swords. That is a strategy. It's a silent strategy. It's something where someone might have taken something that wasn't theirs. But I just heard done in the dark. So this could be something that you've done. This could be something that someone did to you. But there is a real unrest in the energy of that card. In your present situation, we have the Hermit. So the Hermit is quiet. He's shut in. I think we're all at some degree in Hermit mode right now. But he's using that time to find the answers, to study, to seek within. And hopefully you're doing this with some gentleness and kindness. Right? Then what's blocking you is the High Priestess. Now this could be a Pisces. But but it could be some inner knowing that you're not hearing. Or it could be something that you're not speaking. This could even be a person that you don't know about. The Ace of Swords is your message from Spirit, your guidance, and that's clarity. It's the truth. It's also victory. It can be a bright idea as well. Your potential outcome is the Nine of Swords. So this is the card about anxiety and nightmares. So let's get some clarity on this. And before I finish this or start pulling clarifiers, I would just like to say, if you don't like the outcome of any tarot reading and that resonates with you, change your present. That is our divine gift. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. We have the Tower in reverse. Please clarify the Seven of Swords. The Magician. A lot of mercurial energy here. In reverse. And the Three of Wands in the upright. So there was a breakup here. There's the Hermit in reverse. Something that you couldn't figure out how to make it work, and so you walked away from it. But I feel like this expectation is what you're projecting into the future. That everyone is like this, or that everything is going to happen like this. So let's look at the Hermit. The Six of Swords. This is moving on to peace. The Ten of Cups. Oh, that's too many. And one more, please. Thank you. And the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Cups in the upright. So there may be an offer here that you're kind of mulling over, but it's something that you've moved on from. There is happiness here. There is contentment. There is not fighting this happiness and contentment anymore. But there's something here. There's something about it, like it's waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Let's look at this High Priestess. Please clarify the High Priestess. The Fool. Cards are sliding all over the place. The Nine of Cups and the King of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So There's something to knowing that you have the happiness, but there's a lot of unclarity and mistrust, and potentially over-analyzing of something instead of taking it for what it is. And you're kind of staying stuck in that energy. Let's look at the Ace of Swords. We have the Two of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Wands. So this offer of love is victory. It is putting attention on what the fears that you're projecting onto this person is, and you do need to rectify that within yourself. And remember to not do that. This you can trust, right? You can rise over this. Let's look at this Nine of Swords. It's the Four of Pentacles. The Ten of Wands. I'll go ahead and take all of those. We have the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. That talks about holding on to those burdens, not wanting to let them go. Then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. There was a lie. We have the Page of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there is some sort of lie, some sort of burden around passion that's causing a lot of anxiety. And this says quite clearly that the truth will set you free, that this is a connection in clarity. And there's two cards here that talk about victory, but you have to be vulnerable and you have to start small. This is something that takes time to build, and it's not going to just be like, you can't just expect someone to trust you or you to trust someone. You have to build that trust, and knowing what happened to you in the past and projecting that into the future is going to, that means you have to live the pain multiple times, right? So let's get a couple of oracle cards here. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. What is the final message for my Geminis? Isn't that the truth? You got Wasp Spirit number 64. Sometimes life stings. Right? That breaks down to a 10. 10s are endings, 9s are almost completed. You're almost there. You're almost there. And we're going to pull an Eloquii Oracle card. What is the final message for my Geminis? Ooh. We'll keep the 1, turned up. Thank you. This is beautiful. We have she who becomes eterna, metamorphosis, transcend, and journey. Beautiful. There's a lot of purple in that. Okay. Number 64. Not all that Spirit creates in nature is easy to love, but when we look through the eyes of Wasp Spirit, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for pain, just as there is a purpose for wasps in the natural world. Wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So too, the sting of life may hurt, and you may feel deeply disappointed or even resentful that Wasp Spirit has shown up. But you will soon come to see that Spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realize that being stung led to something far better than you had envisioned for yourself. Perhaps behind the scenes, Wasp Spirit was conspiring with Spirit to ensure that you could grow something of value to you. Spirit has a plan, and Wasp Spirit plays a part. Sorry. Have you ever looked back and been glad your prayers weren't answered because the path you took led to something far better? Wasp Spirit is a reminder to reflect on those times. For today's sting may hurt, but something better awaits you. The protection message. Are you holding on to anger, jealousy, or resentment because you got stung? Or could you have just stung yourself by comparing yourself to others? There will always be someone else who is more successful, happier, thinner, richer, etc. Jealousy is a false belief that you can't have what you want, or someone could take away something that was supposed to be yours. Let it go and release all those feelings that are making the sting hurt long after the stinger has been removed. Wasp Spirit has woken you up, and now you are called to trust that disappointment can lead you to a different and better path. Align with Spirit now and trust that this too shall pass and is already doing so. For the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurt. Nice. Eterna. Eterna, she who becomes, rises light like a feather. No longer anchored to the ground, her lightness of being creates a total metamorphosis of self. Even her hair is changing colors from fiery red to the intensity of light blue and white like the hottest part of the flame. Her passion to transcend to her next highest self is taking place. Her right hand is held in the Prithvi Mudra to offset the fire element and increase the earth element. She knows she must maintain this balance if she is to continue evolving. This powerful mudra increases her sense of stability, which she needs as she floats off the earth. Her antenna-like statement gathers information on deep sensory levels. Eterna may seem to be asleep, but she is focused on her journey at hand. This card indicates that you are at a moment of becoming the being you have been working on. All the effort is coming together to send you soaring up to the next plane. The good news and the bad news is there is always another level to achieve. Each subtle state of existence creates new challenges. Know that you have safely lived on your current plane, and all that you have learned by and failed in and powered through will be brought with you on your journey. The cranes who rise from the mist show you the past is a source of strength for the future. Like the caterpillar who metamorphoses into a butterfly, it is time for you to try your new wings. What is the next level of the questions you should be asking yourself? What is the next level for me? How can I benefit the most from this transcending? What challenges me the most in my current spiritual journey? That, my wonderful, gorgeous Geminis, is your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, I love you. Have a beautiful day.